So before we get started, I just want to apologise for my awful mic quality. It might be absolutely terrible, but whatever. So today I'm going to be talking about how to fix up a layout so it's ready to be released or sent as a part. I don't know. So basically polishing is just to make your layout seem better and look good so it's presentable, I guess, something like that. Anyway, here's the base gameplay which I have so far. Yeah, okay, that's about it. So the first thing you should do when you're during you're making the layout is you should always focus on how you structure your portals. So how I like to do it is I have my portal, I scale it down to 80 because they're too big otherwise, and then I grab my orb or whatever, if I have one, put that in T1, grab this glow, put that in T1, change it to black, and scale it to 90. That's usually how I do it, and that looks really nice. Also, if you have a second portal, you'd scale to 50, move it back 4 small steps, and put it on Z11. And that just makes it look clean and nice. If you have a third portal, then if it's a mini portal, always make that invisible, except if there's no yellow portal, you know what I mean. Yeah, also, it's pretty difficult with speed changes and the dual portal, especially with this setup, so I just like to do the same thing as I do with the portal, except make the portal 11 like that. That just looks clean and nice. Yeah, so the second thing you should try and do when cleaning up your layout is to just try actually just remove everything which seems messy. Like these portals seem kind of messy, but they're kind of necessary, so I'll just make them visible for now. You could make them like opacity like 0.4 or something like that, but should be fine. So this portal seems pretty big, so do that. And then yeah, it doesn't look too bad. So yeah, pretty happy with this so far, but yeah, that's basically what you try and do. So the third thing you want to do when making a layout and polishing it is you want to try and fix the portal placement so that the character usually goes somewhere towards the center of it. So here, it's sort of a bit off, so just move it over a bit, like that. And that should be fine. That should be fine. That's fine because that type of transition. That's fine. That should be fine, but that can be a bit inconsistent. But it's a timing, so should be fine. Fine. Yep, it's all good. This is a bit of a problem spot, but it should be fine still. And yeah, this is also fine as it's going to the center. And this is a bit high, so I'll try to lower that down a bit. Or low, well, whatever. Yeah, that just helps with the layout's flow, helps keep everything clean, looking smooth. Yeah. So the fourth thing you should try and do when you're polishing your layout is camera controls. Now, camera controls are really important to make sure there's no off-screen jumps, so the level doesn't look static, stuff like that. So I'll just play through it now and I'll show where I have camera controls. So you see there how the camera went up and went down again? That's because I had really big invisible portals, and that just made the layout a lot more fluid, flows better, looks nice, and yeah. So just there, that was really static. The camera didn't move at all. So now here's a little trick which I can teach you. So I've already got a move trigger set up. This one, basically it moves just group 2, up 1. But with the gameplay portals, you can basically see where it is now. If I move this up in game, this will stay here, even though you can get through the portal here. It's kind of confusing, but it'll make sense in a sec. Let's play this. So here's just the difference between with controls and without camera controls. Not too major, but it's still a very important part of polishing your layout. Yeah, that's about it. It's not much, but it's still, yeah, important. So the fifth part of polishing up your layout, for me at least, is and it's often emphasized to be really important, but honestly, it's not too important as long as it's just to make the layout look good. But it's structures, and my structure style is often inspired from Sequex, and I've sort of just learned it ages ago, and I never stopped using it, but it's sort of different now, so yeah. So basically, the main blocks that you want to use in this structure style is this one, and if you're doing slopes, either of these two, as well as occasionally these two, I don't know. And then you want, for your source, you're going to use these three, although you can use these as well. You can use any of these sources really, as long as they're from this point to this point. Yeah. So basically, if I want to make a structure, this is fine for now. I won't do anything with that, but here, for example, I'll chuck something like that. May as well add a slope, just because it makes it look good. And then chuck this down and make it black. Like that. That's just basic structure for me, anyway. And if you do this quite a bit, then yeah, it can look pretty cool. Also, for your spikes, I always recommend that you chuck a spike, but you move it up one step. That just makes it look really good. You can chuck a few of these around your layout, like so. And so I'll just cut to when I finish structuring this layout, and I'll show you how I've done it. So that's my structures done. Hope you enjoyed the time lapse. There's only one more thing, well, a couple more things that you can do to make your layout better. And that's the first one is to check for sync. I've already done a lesson on this. Close your eyes and see if you can play it without seeing what you're doing, or you can put it in video editor and see how it works in by slowing it down. But yeah, that's basically it. And the only other thing you can do is just ask for feedback, like, does this flow well? Is the sync good? Stuff like that. Also, it's completely optional, but you can also add some pulses and some glow and effects, but I rather stay away from them, just because I prefer actually just making gameplay. So yeah, that's basically the lesson. Feel free to tell me if this lesson's good, this lesson style, this video. Ping me if you have any questions in the student questions channel, and yeah, thanks for watching.